welcome back to Saxlingham. I hope you are all doing well. So, we have worked a little bit through the night, skipped the rest of the time, and we are, as you will see, windrowing our last sort of maybe 2 passes of hay, and we can get the mowing underway. Now, there is something interesting. So there's 2 interesting things in the sale, one of which I probably want to try and get on hire purchase right this moment. Well, in this episode, let's say. It doesn't necessarily need to be right now, but that will, you know, sort of complete the machinery. I don't know what made me look, to be fair. I thought, oh, we've got a new day. We'll have a quick shufty, and yes, our luck has sort of has rewarded us really. So we'll have a look at that shortly. But what I want to do first is get these these 2 headlands rowed up, and then get the baling underway. So just getting the sort of half a pass really, but you know, trying to keep it relatively neat. So what I think I'm gonna do is, once we finish this, grab the baler, do this row that we're rowing up now, get that out of the way, because in some places it's a little bit close to the grass that's left to be cut. Then we'll set the mowers off while we carry on baling the outside. No, that's not gonna work, is it? Because the worker is gonna get stuck. Okay, change of plan then. We will bale, then yeah, that'll work better. We'll bale this hay, get it off the field, and then we can set the worker going on the mowing, and we'll follow behind. And I think that should work. I am still dismayed, I suppose, by the hay texture, especially when it has light on it. It just, now, can we be clever here? Sorry to interrupt what I was saying. Not quite. How it's just very reflective. It just doesn't look, I don't know, looks too smooth. It's a weird one, but whatever. Right, there we go, that's better. Let's just drag that this way, and then job's a good one. Right, so let's now go this way around. Super. Do we need the lights on now? What's the light situation? That's better. We don't even need them. So let's put. We're gonna want this for the carting. So that off there. Lovely. That can stay there. We need to find the John Deere. Yaha. Come on. There we go. Lovely. Right. Baling will commence, and then we can get on with the mowing. So, where do we want to start? Does it really matter? Let's start here, shall we? That makes sense, doesn't it? Right. I shall crack on, and I shall see you when we start to pick up the bales. They're just whizzing around the headlands, and we're using the auto load that is built into the trailer, just because we should then actually get a figure of how many bales we've got, rather than the literage. But you'll see at the minute we've got 15, 16 bales, not too bad. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just go. Let's just bite the bullet and put the old flashers on. We'll head up to the other field that we failed in the last episode. Get those collected. Probably have to do 2 runs, I reckon. But then everything's cleared, the hay's done, and we can start on the mowing. So the first 44 bales have been put into storage. So we'll just now get the rest of these. There's not many. We could have got them all on one load if we'd have used the slightly more adventurous auto load setup that we've got for this trailer. But I wanted to know the number, so 44, 50, 51 bales. Not too shabby at all. Job is a good one. Right, we'll get these dumped into the bale storage. And, yeah, finally get the old mowing going on a worker. And, yeah, get some silage wrapped. So, I misspoke before. We don't wrap silage, we wrap. We wrap grass to make silage. There we go. This is working rather well. I have repaired the New Holland, hence why the money has gone down. Now, yeah, it's going okay. It started off a little bit weird, but then it sort of started probably just in front of us on the road to the right. But then it mowed all the way to the bottom, turned around, came back up and finished that row. So, yeah, job is a good one. Now, that should be fine there. There we go. I mean, 5,000 litre bales, we could do them being a little bit bigger, but it's not horrendous, to be fair. And, yeah, the other thing I've done is... what did I do? Oh, yeah, that was it. Set the... when I generated the, I guess, GPS course for the worker, I have reduced it to 1 headland, just to make sure that it will capture absolutely everything. And then obviously told it not to work the headland. So, yeah, so far, so good, working well. Job is a good one. Now, before too much more time passes, I think it would be worth having a look in the sales. So, let us do that now. So, please don't have disappeared. So there's the 2 things that I mentioned were this, but it's a different brand to what we were looking at for the other piece of machinery, which is this bad boy. 51% off. Now let's just check there's nothing else. No. Now, the beauty of this is we could get this on hire purchase. Aha. I know. So, let's just do... find a plate that is relatively accurate. We're not at 27 yet. Come on, let's find one. 21, that'll do. Back only, we'll put it on the front as well. Okay. Lovely. Cracking job. So, hire purchase. Deposit amount. We could probably do... Ooh. 38 grand. That would leave us with 6 grand. We haven't got a loan. We don't need to do anything else or buy anything yet. So I think that'll be okay. So deal length in years. We're going to go 2 years. 4%. And we're going to go with option 3. Purchase that. Super duper. Right. Now, I can't remember for the life of me where store deliveries is set to, so we'll find it later on. But we now have a chopper, which is good. like I said, that's the sort of almost final piece in the jigsaw for equipment that we need. We will get ourselves a header for that when we've got the cash. And yeah, there's no rush for that. We can pick that up nearer the time. I mean, we're not going to need it until probably a similar time, actually. But yeah, so about 11, 12 months away. So we've got plenty of time to be getting the funds in for that, and like, we've got hundreds of thousands of pounds coming in dried grain. So yeah, job is a good one. So I'm going to crack on, do a bit more of this, and I'll bring you back in a little while. So progress is good, and the mowering is a little bit further ahead. We would have been slightly further on had one not not again. Had one not one run out of bail net and done near enough a whole pass without realising, and two, like you've just seen, without the blooming bail lowering. Come on, there we go. That's one. What's the word? Downside, negative, whatever you want to call it, to the side panel. I think the buttons are a little bit temperamental. It's just my opinion. But, you know, overall, I quite like it. It is handy, especially for, like, front loader telehandler work and stuff like that. But, yeah, you'll see we've got a fair amount of bales. Not going to move too much because I'll be driving across the field. And, yeah, it's going relatively quickly, to be fair. Nice, steady 13, 14 mile an hour. Goodness knows what the... I suppose the mower's not having to stop every 20-odd metres, is it? So, yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there very, very slowly. So, what I'm going to do is I'll get this all finished up, and I will bring you back in when we are collecting the bales, I think. A little bit of time later, not too long. We are done. Everything has been put away. I even washed the New Holland, and oh boy does it look good when it's clean. Shame that nothing else is in a wash. Oh, apart from the mowers. Apart from the mowers. So, goodness knows how many bales we've got. We shall... It doesn't really matter, I suppose. All this is a nice bit of winter feed for the coos. Now, because of our purchase... we are down quite worryingly low on cash now, so that sort of delays the extra purchasing of cattle. But what I think I'm going to do is, now I don't want to advance into November, because unless we've got the funds in the bank... Come on, why don't you pick up? I'm relatively sure, not 100%, I think that if we don't make the payments, the forager will be repossessed. So we need to make a bit of cash. So the plan would be to... I'm doing this field in a really random order, aren't I? The plan would be to get these bales collected and then set up a bit of an auto drive route from the grain dryer to the sell point. And we will then run that a couple of times, just to sort of give ourselves a little bit of a buffer for as and when... Missed another one. For as and when a payment is due. Because the last thing I want to do is default and lose our bargain. So yes, that is going to be the plan. I shall get these picked up and I'll see you in a little while. So we are very carefully creating ourselves a little bit of an auto drive course. It's nothing fancy, so I've looped in the unload point at the grain dryer. Let's think how we want to do this for ease. So let's just loop it around nice and easy. And then the road structure was already there. So that's fine. And then if we just bring it across like that, that should be. Let's go a little bit further. And then what we can do is create edit target. So this is dry grain cell point. Fantastic. Okay. So while we are here, let's just see how much we're going to get per load. That's looking quite promising. Fantastic. 20, let's call that 26 for the sake of argument. So if we now go into here, default dry grain sell point, dry barley. Okay, so we just need to now connect the loop back in. Would have done that as two-way really, but it'll be fine. So if we carry on, swing out this way, and then back round as it saves, that's really helpful. Now we should be alright from a point of view of crossing over courses, just because we're going to be the only one really that's driving it. So from that point of view, I'm not too worried. If we come back down here, then this should be the main road. It is, and we can then say, come on, create me a point, thank you. So there, drag the old roller on the mouse. Perfect. So if we now turn that off and hit go, victory is mine. There we go. Job is a good one. So I'm going to sit and just watch this. I lead such an exciting life. Watch this, make sure it does what I want, and then we can yeah, let it run. Probably do 4 loads, I think. And then yeah, we'll go from there. We'll rest and yeah, see what how the land lies. Here's a good test of the auto drive course. Perfect. Lovely jubbly. I did have to make a few little tweaks down at the grain dryer end. The collision detection was being a bit not temperamental. I just got it running a bit too close on the turning to the shed. So yeah, but it's working good. So that'll be the 3rd load. Oh, we're going down here. Are we? Yes, we are. I will at some point realise where our farm is. Yeah, that's the 3rd load going up there now. So we'll run another one after that, and then I will see you in October 3. We'll just, in fact, no, I will see you. Oh, no. Haha, we need to think about this. But right, let's get this parked up first. Let's do one job at a time. Where can we put this? Will she fit in here? Yes, loads of room. Potentially. Let's just have a... Are we in? Probably should have reversed it in. Another 26 grand. Not quite, it seems. Oh, it's only on lease. Oh dear, I've got myself stuck now. Right. Let's spin it round. And to be fair, it could just go in here, couldn't it? Right, let's try again. Now this is going to probably be even more unsuccessful. How are we at the front? It is incredibly difficult to tell. Right, this is like parking a dolly. Right, I'll get this. Come on, we're nearly in. We're not in. We're lifting the combine up. I'm just going to get this done, and I'll see you in a minute. So it's not out of me being awkward that I have parked there, but we have just finished. There we go. Our 4th load. So that can all be turned off. Oh, there we go. Are you off? You are. Super duper. Now, the job that I wanted to do was to fertilise this field. So, if we take a look at precision farming, you'll see, ignore this, I have no idea what went on there. So you'll see we overdosed effectively. Over applied is probably a better way of putting that, isn't it? We over applied on field 2, but we didn't on field 11. So now we've cut it, it's gone right back down. It says it's okay, but we don't want okay. We want perfecto. So we are going to get that fertilised. So I've had to steal a weight, and even then it's still a little bit rear heavy, but never mind, we'll be okay. So now we need to set this up slightly differently because it's not 24 meters, it is 50. No, not 60. There we go, down a bit more, and then I'll just drop it down one to make sure we are covered. So that is fine. Duper duper. Turn her on. Actually, no. Let's just change that a second. So we want to deactivate, and we want to... There we go. That's better. Right. So plan is to get this done. We'll probably have to fill up again, no doubt. But it's done then. So if we do get a growth stage in November, which we might, I can't really remember, we'll be good. So, yes. Let's get fertilised then, shall we? Come on, why are you not showing up? Why are you not showing up? What is going on here? I'll work it out and I'll be back with you. So we will have a portion of the field, i.e. that corner, because we put a layer on at the lower level. I hadn't increased the application rate, had I? So I was shouting at the screen. So yeah, that will now need either a growth stage change so we can reapply, or, you know, whatever. But that's fine. The majority of the field will be good. Now I know I don't need to do this, as in over apply, but it had just, yeah, it saves, I find, doing it every other time, or every time. So this way at least we'll get hopefully 2, maybe 3 cuts out of it in the future. So I'll crack on. We are, like I said, we're gonna have to fill up quite a few times, I think, but it's worthwhile doing. Second fill up, and it is a third then, but we'd already got a full hopper from previous. So yeah, we're getting through it, but at the same time, it's look at the deer. He was chasing me a minute ago, but at the same time, it's I feel it's worth doing. So, you know what? Yeah, that's all that matters, isn't it, really? We probably could lower the working width for this part. Well, yeah, but a couple of 100 litres wasted. It's fine. There we go. Jobs are good in there. Right, we can now head back up, and we should have a little bit left to do on the left-hand side in front of us. And then I think we're probably good to start advancing the time relatively rapidly. It's easy for me to say. Do we need to get on this line here? Yes, we do. Let's just grab all of this. There we go. Job is a good one, and we'll have a healthy amount left in the spreader for future uses. There we go. Job's a good one. Right. We'll get this part away. I'll grab the JCB from, well, in front of us. And, yeah, I'll advance through time, and I'll bring you back in when there's something interesting to do. So I did say that I would bring you back when there was something interesting going on, and I find this interesting. So we've taken 2 sugar beet harvesting contracts, one of which we have completed, but I don't want to claim that yet because we've borrowed both 2 machines, basically, one for each, just to get the jobs done a wee bit quicker. So the plan and the aim of this is that we'll end up with a bit of sugar beet, hopefully. Now, we are running both courseplay for the beet harvesters and auto drive. Perfect timing for the carting. So I've done a quick loop round, couple of exit points. Job. Job's a good one. I swear this was not scripted. Really. Funny that you can't reach the waypoint 8. So I think maybe what we need to do is restrict Pathfinder to the field and restrict the unloader to the field, and we'll apply those, and hopefully it'll make things work. To be fair, those cars are so loud. To be fair, I could probably drive this one myself, and we might well do that, to be fair, just for a little while. And it gives me something to do, keeps me occupied, and out of trouble. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. I have also leased, in inverted commas, a truck and trailer, which I will show you shortly, because, well, I've had a bit of fun with the truck, let's put it that way. So we'll crack on with this, and I'll show you what I've come up with in a little while. I have to say, I was a little bit sceptical when I saw the information. Should we have gone that way? No, I think we're all right. The equipment, mainly the it's not an MB. It is a Mercedes-Benz truck. This one. So we want to go down here, I think. Now it could probably do with a little bit of weight on the front, but it shifts, and I've only just clocked the camera here. That is live. That is pretty cool. But it's alright, to be fair. The only issue I've got with it, I just need to concentrate for a moment, is with auto drive, it doesn't seem to want to move to the next waypoint. It just gets to the farmer's market, tips, and then stops, which is not ideal. Just have to keep an eye on it. Now, I think I might have gone the wrong way, but we'll get there eventually. We are 84% done. I see where we are. I see where we are. We should be able to go across here. We've just come the long way around a little bit. This is the back of our farm. To the right is our cow pasture. I have employed the services of one of our drivers in the fast track just to speed things along a little bit, because we're all right. There was a lot of waiting for the harvesters, so yeah, with 3 tractors running, we are doing marvellously well. Wow, that is bright. I can't actually see where I'm going. There we go. Very good. Right. I shall get this tipped and sent on its way back to the field 44. And yeah, we're getting through it quite painlessly, to be fair. I mean, we are hauling 46,000 litres of sugar beet up a very steep incline, so I think we'll allow it to struggle on that one. Well, I'm not sure if this load will complete. We are very, very close. So what I might do, actually, is do that. And then pull forward a touch. Why are you not wanting to dump? There we go. Keep an eye on it. 98. No, 97, sorry. Can't even count now. Ah, we've got a bit more. 86% transported. So we have the New Holland on the way. So let's get you sent back. We shall wait patiently here. And hopefully that will be it then. And we get a little bit off it. I do hope after all that work we actually get some sugar beets in reward. Boom. So that's good. We got 16,210 litres plus whatever else is left in the harvesters now. So that is excellent news. So what we'll do is we shall bring back up auto drive and have you go back up there, because then we can go to here, because something appears to have gone a little bit Pete tongue. So are you done? Yes, right. So auger in, get out of the way. Now what I will do is, because I am a tight so and so, I'm going to go around and whiz off all these bits that Courseplay decided to miss, because every little helps with this. And then we should have... Why are you not doing anything at all? Just unload. Is that full? Yes, it is. Even betterer. So what we might do is just park this into the back of the other one. Right, you can stay there. The Mercedes is not on auto. No, yes, auto drive. So that's fine. But you can wait there. No, wait there. And we'll wait for another tractor to come, dump into there. We're going to have a fair amount left over. It's going to have to go on the floor. But that's not a problem, because we need to... Me driving around to the right, walking around to the right side of the vehicle. We need to purchase the cutting bucket. And... yeah, so that's how we're going to cut the sugar beet, because that's what we need for our TMR. So I shall get this lot done, and I'll come back in a little while once we've put some lights on, and we'll have a final count up. Right then, field complete, and we ended up with 75,000 litres of sugar beet. Get in. So yeah, it's spread across 3 trailers. Probably could have got it into 2, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll send these back to the farm, and then I'll work out where we're going to get them tipped, and then, as promised, I will show you the grain haulage company's truck. I had a lot of fun specking this. Well, the other good thing, and I've never really noticed it in a vehicle or a truck before, mainly probably because the back's so enclosed. It's really good visibility for reversing. I have done that first attempt. In cab, I'm dead chuffed with that. I genuinely am not a bad mod. Let's just wait for the trailer to lower. I say mod. DLC. I suppose it is a mod. Right. So, we can now engine up on that, and we can claim our earnings. So, 18,500 no. Yeah, 18,520 and another 20 grand. Job is a good one. Now, let's find the fast track. There we go. Right. So, I'm going to put this down by the grain dryer, and this is the final act for this episode. I promise. It's probably been a relatively long one, but how did you turn on so quick? Right, so now, the other day on Discord we had a conversation about realism, and as you know, I don't play very realistically. The point I made, and it was kind of well received, was it's about trying to do it properly in methods and way things would be done. So you would have most likely a haulier come in and ship the grain off. So that is what we are simulating. The fact that we've got an American truck with some fancy looking LED eyes is irrelevant. We are putting the effort in and doing it properly. Now, I could have gone for one of the Volvos or a Mercedes truck, but I like this rig. I really like it. It's and the lights. I have seen a few lorries in the UK with these on. Whether they're legal or not, I don't know. But yes, they're it's cool and it's a bit of fun. And yeah, like I said, about doing it kind of properly. So yeah, next episode we will be in late December, early Jan. Hopefully the grain or dried grain price will be good and we can make a load of money, because yeah, that's what it's about really. So a big thank you. Appreciate you all watching, sticking with me on this one. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.